So I'm, as was mentioned, the managing director of a company called Gatherwell, and we are something called an external lottery manager, which basically means we're licensed by the Gambling Commission to run lotteries on behalf of other people. Local authorities and the kind of community lottery that we're launching here from Wyre is something we're kind of quite specialised in, and we, as we've mentioned, we've got kind of 70 of those. Actually, we've been awarded over 80 now. It takes a bit of time, as was kind of alluded to get licences and get things set up. So I think we're over 80 that we've actually been awarded. So it's fantastic that you're kind of joining the party, as it were, to also have one for yourselves and your kind of area and the good causes that are kind of based here. So I'm here to take you through the presentation, tell you how it works, kind of what's involved from yourselves, and what hopefully you'll get inspired to join now. Hopefully you can all see this as we kind of go through. Actually, you probably can't see this, it's really quite small, isn't it? Where you all are. But I'll talk you through it, and I'm sure the presentation can be kind of shared after.
Yeah, it's in the folder.
It's in the folder, so
Yeah.
So obviously it's a new initiative from Wyre Council, and I guess from our perspective, Gatherwell are kind of there behind the scenes running the lottery to enable it to work. And as I mentioned, we're licensed by the Gambling Commission to do that on behalf of other organisations. But really importantly, this is a lottery, not for Gatherwell, not for Wyre Council, it's for you. It's for the good causes locally, for you to use as a kind of tool to enable yourselves to be able to raise funds to help you do the fantastic work that you do locally. So that's what it's all about. It's about kind of raising money from the local community to support the local community and the good causes that you represent. So I'm going to take you through the kind of how it works. And I'm going to start by saying how it works from a supporter perspective, because these are the people that are going to be playing. So I'll tell you how it kind of works for them. I'm going to talk about how we split the pound, which probably gives you a bit of a clue as to how much a lottery is going to cost. So we'll talk about that. And then I'll talk about prizes, because prizes are kind of one of the key reasons that potentially people will play. Obviously they're going to be supporting good causes, but also they want a chance to win something. So I'm going to talk about the prizes. And then I'm going to talk about how it works for yourselves. And part of that is the support that we're going to give you with good causes to make your lives as easy as we possibly can to hopefully make it a success, and we're going to do that. And then I'm going to ask a bit of a commitment of you if you do sign yourselves up, so kind of a bit of a request really, because if you sign yourselves up, then a kind of request for you to get involved in what you think you might need to do there. So this is one of the busiest slides in the deck, so I'm going to walk you through it, so don't worry too much about what it's reading it necessarily, but I'm going to walk you through it. So this is how it works for supporters. So basically, the thing we're going to do is we're going to ask people to come and visit the website. So it's wyrelottery.co.uk, and that's where we're going to invite people to come to the website to sign up. Now, predominantly, it's a kind of process whereby we're going to encourage as many people to sign up via the website as we can. But we are conscious that some people perhaps haven't got internet capabilities or other things to be able to do it. So we can also sign people up over the telephone as well. So it's kind of one of the things that we're also able to do, is be able to sign people up over the telephone. But it's going to be a weekly draw, so draws will take place at 8 o'clock on a Saturday. And that's kind of because lots of other people run lotteries at 8 o'clock on a Saturday, so it makes sense to kind of fall in line with them a bit. But essentially it's a case of the more numbers that people match, the bigger the prizes that they're going to be able to win. Now, tickets will cost £1 a week, but it's worth just kind of referencing this. Whilst it costs £1 a week to play, what we don't allow people to do is just buy a single 1 week's ticket. What we want people to do is to sign up to, in the main, sign up to a recurring payment plan, where we'll take money on a monthly basis, and then once you kind of encourage someone to play and support your organisation, hopefully what they'll do is they'll stay for the long term, and that's certainly the experience. We've been running these now for over 4 years, and we've got lots of people that signed up at the start supporting the very first lotteries, who continue to support because of the relationship they've got with their good cause. So that's what we want to try and do, is encourage people to sign up to a recurring payment. But we do have a kind of situation where some people might not want to sign up for the long term on an indefinite basis. So we allow people to sign up using their card, to sign up for 1, 3, 6, or 12 months as a block of tickets, and then there's kind of no recurring commitment to that. So you might be saying, well, that sounds fairly traditional. Lots of people run lotteries in that way. People buy tickets, more numbers you win, bigger the prizes, all that sort of stuff. But the thing that makes this different is that the player is going to be able to choose who the major beneficiary of the money is going to be. So they're going to be able to choose to support particular causes, obviously yourself, represented here today, to be able to choose your cause, potentially to support, so that they know that the big bulk of the money will go to them. And when people kind of win, we've got a nice kind of price structure that I'll talk about in a second, but when people win, what will happen is, because they've signed up over the internet, we'll be able to contact them to say, congratulations, you've won, and we'll send them an email. And then we invite them to come back to the website to claim their win. And we do that for 2 reasons. If they pay by card, then we haven't actually got any bank details to pay them their money. But if they pay, obviously by direct debit, we've got those bank details, so that's easily done. But the reason we invite them to come back is not just to be able to get their bank details, but actually to invite them to say, do you want to take the money yourself? Do you want to donate it back to that cause that you originally supported? And we've got, across the other lotteries we're running, about 10% of people will donate their prizes back to the good causes. We've had no one donate £25,000 as the jackpot prize yet, but we have had people donate as much as £2,000 back to their causes. So that relationship that people have with their cause, the good work that you're doing, they can see the value that you deliver for the community, and they want to support you. It's not necessarily about just winning a prize, it's about supporting communities and supporting good causes. So this is how we split the pound. If I'd mentioned the National Lottery, I would have been saying 25% of the money from the National Lottery goes back to support good causes. This is all about supporting good causes. 60 pence in the pound is going to go back to support good causes as well. Now the way that's going to get split is that 50p from every ticket will go to support the good cause that the player chose. So if the player chose the local scout group or the local cat charity or the local dementia care organisation, that organisation will get 50p for every player that's supporting that organisation. And 20p goes to support, 10p of that, the other 10 pence, so giving us some 60 pence, is going to go back to a community fund, which is going to be administered by the local authority. And I think there's probably details to be determined exactly how that gets allocated out, but effectively that will come back to a central pot to be kind of allocated out. But again, it's not about the council making a profit. This is about creating a central fund that can then be allocated out and support the kind of grant project that you're doing. 20p goes to support prizes, and the next chart is the prize structure. So I'll save that for a second. And then 20p, there's a bit of kind of running costs and other things, obviously from our perspective from running it. But also the HMRC like to take their little bit. So our service charge is kind of standard rated VAT. So it's about 3.5 pence of VAT that gets into the pound just by virtue of the fact that our service charge is standard rated. So hopefully what you can see though is effectively 80 pence in the pound goes back to the community in one way, shape or form. So either back to the good causes, back to the central fund, or back to players in terms of prizes. So as I said, we've got a nice prize structure. So essentially the way that the ticket number works is players, unlike the National Lottery where you pick numbers between 1 and 59, our number combination is slightly different. So we're going to ask people to choose a 6-digit combination set. So numbers between 0 and 9, you can repeat those digits 6 times or choose to have varying different ones. But essentially the order of the numbers becomes important because it's the combination that basically comes in. So if you match all 6 numbers in the same order that they come out, then that's a 1 in a million chance, and that will earn you a £25,000 prize. And then it kind of ladders down from there. We match on the front and the back of the combination. So the first 5 numbers in the correct order, or the last 5 numbers in the correct order, will earn £2,000. First 4 numbers in the correct order, or the last 4 numbers, will earn £2,000. £250. Last three, first three, in the correct order would be £25. And then it's free tickets for a 2-number match as well, based on the front and back of the combination. So overall, the odds become kind of additive there, and it's a kind of 1 in 50 chance of being able to win a prize. So a nice chance to win something, but effectively, win or lose, the organisations are the ones that are kind of the winners, whatever happens. Now, before you ask me the question, how are we going to be able to fund the £25,000 prize? So essentially, in order to be able to do that, we need to be selling 1 million tickets every week. Well, the great thing is we insure that prize, and we use prize insurance to guarantee that we can pay out the winner should we have a £25,000 prize in week 1, for instance. So if you're as lucky as South Kesteven Council were and get a jackpot winner in week 1, then we know there's enough money in the pot to pay that. And it doesn't matter if we've sold 1,000 tickets or 2,000 tickets, the insurance company takes the deal out, and they'll pay out against the jackpot prize. And we've had lots of jackpot prize winners across the other lotteries. I say lots, a handful of jackpot prize winners across the other lotteries we're running, so therefore it's a nice chance to win something. But what I would say is that it's not like the National Lottery where it rolls over and those kind of things. It's not been won. Essentially, it's a chance to win each of those prizes. So each time, every ticket has got the same odds of winning the prize, irrelevant of whether you sold 1,000 tickets or 10,000 or 1 million tickets. Each player has the same chance to win the prize. The more tickets we sell, the more frequently those different prizes will get paid out. Oh, actually, worth just saying as well, if 2 people have the same winning combination in a week, it's not like the National Lottery where it gets split. Effectively, both people would win £25,000 in that instance. So we run a lottery, a different one that we had 2 jackpot winners just this last weekend, and actually, they both win £25,000. It's split between. And in addition, one of the things we're able to do is run what we call bolt-on prizes. Now, it's a silly name, but essentially it's a kind of thing that we can run over the top of having the kind of weekly cash prizes. We're able to periodically interlace having a bolt-on prize where it might be an experience or an iPad or whatever it might be, something that's additional. And we'll look to try and get something kind of arranged essentially for the first draw, but we can kind of look at these different prizes in different ways. And I'm sure the council will be particularly keen to see anyone want to donate a prize, so we can make them work. But we, as Gatherwell, we run a national bolt-on programme as well, so there'll always be something that's kind of coming through that potentially is another way to encourage participation. So it's a driver to encourage participation over and above the potential cash prizes. So that's kind of how it works from a player perspective and how it works from a kind of the prizes. From your perspective, from the good causes, I guess that's why you're all here today. This is the launch for good causes. So this is the lottery is being launched to yourselves today, and the website went live overnight. So it's kind of live and ready to go for you to sign up as good causes, but this is not yet live to the public. But from the perspective of what it means for you, we're going to ask you to visit the site as well. So that's where you're going to be able to sign yourselves up as a good cause. Tell us a bit of information about yourself and apply to join. Now, applying to join is really easy, really easy. It's effectively a 4-step process. We're going to ask you to set up a user account so that we know who you are as an individual. Then we'll ask you to give us a bit of information about your good cause. We want to know, who you are, where you're based, and what you do, really. And then we'll ask you to fill in what I call the marketing blurb. Now, this is basically your opportunity to populate what will become your web page on the site. So every good cause will get their own page on the website to tell people about your cause, about why people should support you and what you do, and why you're fantastic as organisations and why people should support you. So that's your opportunity to do a bit of a sell, really, to explain to people why should they support you particularly when they come to buy a ticket. So that's your opportunity to fill in that marketing blurb that will then populate the site. And then the final bit of information we're going to need from you is a logo. And that's just the signpost that people are supporting your organisation and as will become very apparent in a second when I show you an example, that will kind of signpost that people are supporting a particular cause. Now, don't panic if you haven't got a logo. Give the support team a ring, and they'll be able to kind of, work something out with you to kind of create. We don't go necessarily designing logos for every single cause, but we can certainly put your name in a nice coloured box or something like that to kind of represent your organisation. We just need something that will signpost who you are. Now, that's fantastic. That's the thing. We'll ask you to click go at that point. At which point that wings an email through to the council for them to approve you as a good cause. So hopefully by virtue of the fact you've been invited here today, you're probably on the list of known organisations, and you're probably nodding a wink, you're probably going to get in, but I can't say that because the council have got to approve you. Now, they've got to do that, and they want to just do some due diligence and check that you're a bona fide cause, that you hit the criteria that's been set, and that you're kind of above board and everything is kind of hunky-dory in terms of what needs to happen. So they'll just do a bit of checks and balances to make sure that you are who you are, and I'm sure there might be some additional questions you might get asked. You might get asked to send a few bits of information and just do a bit of due diligence, but that's kind of down to the council to determine in terms of what they might need for you to prove who you are, but nothing untoward and nothing that I'm sure you wouldn't already have to hand. And once you're approved, and the reason that, just to give that some context, the reason we asked the council to do that is because, as was mentioned, it's their licence. So they're the ones that had to go to the Gambling Commission to get a licence to do this. So they want to make sure that only the legitimate organisations are on there. The advantage of it being their licence is it's not your licence, and there's no administration that you have to do as a result. So the great news is we're giving you this opportunity to sign up on the platform. There's no cost associated for you to join, by the way. I'm not sure I've mentioned that yet. No cost to you as a good cause to sign yourself up. So there's no cost and there's no admin. What a win, right? Once you go live though, we'll be able to give you some materials that will help you market the lottery, and I'll talk about that in a second. And you'll be able to kind of market it to your supporters, the people that kind of and potentially are already supporting you, but the general public in total will be able to support your particular organisation. And then we'll start having lottery draws and we'll start raising some money. And the fantastic news for yourselves is that we're then going to start paying you your 50p's, which all add up fairly quickly. We'll pay you that money on a monthly basis. So you're going to be able to rely on a regular income because, as I said, people are going to be signing up on these recurring payment plans, and we'll be able to then pay you your money on a monthly basis so that you can kind of start to see a regular income come from the lottery and be there to support you in terms of the great work that you do. So this is the kind of page that we create for you. So this is my cause, the Three-Legged Cat Charity. All those cats afflicted with 3 legs and less. And it's very much the kind of page that we'll create for you. So the picture where the cat is, hang on, yeah, so the bit where the cat is here, that's where your logo would go. That's obviously not intended to put pets up there, but your kind of logo can go there, and that will signpost that people are supporting you. It says there the Three-Legged Cat Charity, nice in bold as well, people can see. And there's a bit of information about when the next draw is going to be and all these details. And then the bit where it says about us, that's where you can put your marketing blurb, as I said, and that can be as long or as short as you want it to be. You've got free rein to kind of update that, and you can update that on a regular basis as well. You might find that we want to raise some money for a specific project, and then you can tell people about how you've been successful in the kind of fundraising for that. There's a bit that's talked about recent supporters down in the bottom right-hand corner, so people have got a kind of engagement with it, and they can see that people are supporting particular organisations. And one thing I would say is that it's a kind of anonymised system. So whilst it might say, Mr. W from Preston or whatever is supporting the organisation, it's kind of anonymised sufficiently that people wouldn't necessarily kind of relate it back to themselves. But it makes it feel alive and makes the system feel kind of relevant in that sense. There's also in the top right-hand corner there a bit of a totalizer bar. We've taken cues from sites like Just Giving and things like that, where people can see that how their contribution is making a difference. So you'll be able to set a target of how many tickets you want to sell, and be able to demonstrate to people as they start to come to visit your page how they're doing and how that's making a difference and against the target that you can set. And you can edit that target as you make progress and against the same. So I mentioned that we'll be there to support you. One of the things that we'll be doing is producing kind of marketing materials that will help you promote it. So this happens to be an example for Wyre Lottery. Now Wyre Lottery is the first local authority lottery that we launched in the country. So they've been running for 4 and a bit years. And you can see it's kind of co-branded. So it's got the name of the lottery, and it's also got a logo for your particular cause. So one of the reasons we need your logo on there is so that people can see that they're going to be supporting your organisation. This happens to be a printable version of the material, so it's got things like a QR code and various other things, so it might be good for a kind of notice board, or some people print them out and kind of distribute those themselves, or might put it in a parish magazine or something like that. And then what we also produce is digital versions that you can kind of email out to people as well, so they're there in a format that you can use for that. But we also give you versions which you can use on social media, so you can post straight to Facebook or Twitter, depending on if that's your bag. But what I would say is think about your community, your relationship that you would have with supporters, and think about the best marketing vehicle. But we give you a load of tools that are there to use. And the other thing is we update these on a regular basis. You can see this is a highly inappropriate cold weather at the moment. But this is a spring version, perhaps we're aspiring for it to be spring, but we update them on a regular basis. So you'll get different versions at different times of year that kind of talk about the different types of reasons to support. Right, you've heard me waffle on for a bit, so I'm going to play a quick video that explains a bit more.
So you've signed up as a good cause. Now what do you need to do? Well, you need to let people know about it so they sign up and support your cause. We do all of the boring hard stuff for you, and we even give you tools to promote it, but you need to use them to spread the word. Start shouting from the rooftops and let as many people know as possible. Remember, the more people who know about your lottery page, the more supporters you will get and the more money you will raise. The sky's the limit. Never stop recruiting supporters. Not only do you scoop 50p from every ticket they buy, but they also help spread the word for you. And because people sign up as long-term supporters, you raise 50p from their tickets every week. And it all soon starts adding up. But it won't happen on its own. All you need to do is keep spreading the word. As a good cause, you get your own dashboard, which helps you keep track of how your lottery fund is performing. Download marketing leaflets or even customize them to say what you need to. When you first log into your dashboard, the name of your dashboard will be across the top, along with any immediate actions for you to do. You'll also see a chart to show how your tickets are growing. If you click on the supporters button, this will take you to a page where you can see all the details of the people that are supporting your cause. You can use the supporters details to thank supporters or provide updates on how their support is helping. The leaflet button is probably the most important button on your dashboard. Here you will find lots of leaflets that we create especially for your cause. You will find both printable and digital versions with your own logo on. What's more, they're specially tailored for you, as they send people straight to your page where they buy tickets for your cause. All you need to do is make sure you use these leaflets to spread the word and watch your funds grow. So, print off as many printable versions and hand them out to as many people as you can. People can even scan the QR code that we put on there for you, which takes their device straight to your page, so they don't need to search for you when they visit the lottery site. Download the digital leaflet and email it to as many people as you know. Your digital leaflets contain a special button, which directs them straight to your page, where it only takes a minute to sign up and start raising money for you. What's more, you can even change the text on all of these leaflets using the Customize button, so you can create your own version with a special message, like what the money you raise will be used for. A new leaflet design is available every few months, so you can keep the advertising materials for your lottery page fresh. So remember, Your dashboard is your most important tool and provides you with everything you need to enroll your own supporters. We do all of the hard work for you, so all you need to do is shout about your page, spread the word, and watch the money you are raising grow.
So hopefully that kind of give you a bit of a flavour as to how this is going to work. I'll just point out two things really. One is, and maybe I didn't make this clear, on your page there'll be the kind of buy now type buttons that people can do to buy a ticket. If they buy a ticket from your page, the connection is made between your organisation and the player. So that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to encourage people to come to visit your page on the website to buy a ticket off your page, because that's where that relationship is made. So what I would say is, be a bit selfish, promote your page to the exclusion of your fellow peers in the room, but effectively you're trying to get people to come to your page to buy a ticket. If they buy it off your page, that's where the relationship is made. Players can actually support multiple causes, so it's not that there's a kind of one-to-one relationship, but effectively it's one ticket, one cause relationship, so therefore we want to encourage people to buy tickets, but they can support multiple causes if that's their choice. The other thing I'd say is, and this is a kind of, because you'll ask me a question at the end, in the video it said you can see all the details of the people that are supporting your cause, which is true so long as they tick the box to say they're happy for that to happen. So there is, GDPR, all that stuff. You'll all ask me the question. I've done this presentation a few times, and that's one of the questions I get back. So I've pre-answered it. But essentially, that's there. It is kind of information about players, but only those that are kind of happy for their details to be shared with the organisation. I've just got a few more pages just to touch on where the site or how the site works.
Sorry, Ben, can I hurry up, because I am conscious that Robin has a train to catch.
Yeah.
And if he misses it, he'll be going on with me to Southport, and then he'll have to get a train from there too.
Yeah, no problem.
So, could you
very
quickly, and then we'll take questions at the end.
So
after Robin's done the quick presentation.
Yeah. So the site is one where we've kind of worked in partnership with Wyre Council. We've kind of worked together to develop it. Just for people's kind of confidence, really, it's a secure site. It's kind of fully PCI compliant, which is to do with kind of taking the credit card industry standards. We host it in the cloud, so it's kind of gives us great uptime and what have you. And it's quite an important point. We now find we sell more than 50% of tickets through mobiles and tablets and such like. So it's a scalable site that recognises the size of screen that someone's looking at and gives you the best iteration of the site for the size of screen that you're looking at. So it's relevant in that sense because of how many people would probably choose to buy tickets through that medium. There's a load of support there for you. We're there as a team to help. So we've got a telephone number, dedicated telephone number that's on the screen and probably in your packs, that is there to kind of talk about any questions that you might have. If you've got questions as a good cause, feel free to ring that number. If you've got players who've got questions, again, feel free to do that. It's a dedicated number for your lottery, so we'll answer it as your lottery. But the team is kind of skilled in the sense that they run it for everybody. The slide says, what's the role of the council? Don't worry, I'm not going to explain what the role of the council is. Just in the context of the lottery, it's very much around them processing the good cause applications. It's about kind of the overall scheme administration. And one of the key things that the council is going to be doing is promoting this to the general public. So in the widest sense, they're going to be telling people this is the lottery and this is what people can do and how they can support, and there's all these fantastic good causes on there. Hopefully what you'll be able to do is piggyback on that kind of PR and that marketing to be able to get people to choose your causes